Short break now. After the break, startup businesses, small and medium-sized enterprises in Nigeria will be giving skills, networks, and connections to UK investors, talking about diversifying the economy to enable them access capital and build successful businesses. You want to know how? Join us after the break. It's Business Morning on Channels Television. Well, the motive behind the fully funded program by FMDQ Private Markets Limited, a subsidiary of FMDQ Group, Africa's first vertically integrated financial market infrastructure group, and the Oxford Foundry, University of Oxford, United Kingdom, is to empower startups. They've collectively launched a global partnership to accelerate the growth of Nigeria's startup ecosystem and nurture a future generation of young Nigerian business leaders in entrepreneurship through knowledge exchange and collaboration. And the Group Chief Operating Officer of FMDQ Group, Ms. Kodi Ugoji, joins us to tell us more about that. Good morning, Ms. Ugoji. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Ini. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So do tell us about this FMDQ Private Markets Limited and Oxford Foundry.
Okay, so FMDQ Private Markets Limited is the newest addition to FMDQ Group. As we're aware, FMDQ Group has, and currently, or before the private markets, had 3 capital market subsidiaries: FMDQ Exchange, FMDQ Clear, which has recently received its approval from the SEC to be a central counterparty, a CCP. And we also have FMDQ Depository. And that covers the full spectrum of the financial market. Now, FMDQ Private Markets was brought up to cater to another segment, another very important segment of the economy, private companies. We find that for us to achieve the development that Nigeria needs, we would need to work with a lot of private companies. When you look at things like infrastructure, in terms of road, when you think of power, when you think of all the infrastructure deficits that we have, the one way to cure these gaps would be for private companies to raise capital in the debt capital markets, or even to raise capital in the capital markets to implement projects that will be beneficial to the Nigerian economy as a whole. And so to that regard, FMDQ Private Markets is a platform that allows private markets to note their securities. And when we say note their securities, we simply mean that they're able to provide all the information that's required on the issuance of their securities. And investors can then go into, qualified investors can go to that platform and have all information. As we know, one of the things that we would find lacking, again, in our space is information, timely information, adequate information, accurate information. And so FMDQ Private Markets platform, through its restricted portal, restricted because it's for qualified investors only, has provided the much needed information and that is required for this private markets. But on the other side, FMDQ Private Markets provides services across the full spectrum. So from large companies through its main board to growth companies, for companies that are, somewhere in the middle phase of their growth, to the cradle board, which is for companies, startup companies that, require support to raise capital in the market. So that is really what FMDQ Private Markets was set up to do, to bring up that part of the market, to bring up that sector of the economy, the private companies sector, into the capital market to enable them raise capital and have access to this market, meaning that this market is, bringing all participants together in this market pretty much. And recently, this year, FMDQ Private Markets received a recognition as a private companies platform, private company securities platform from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Again, that is huge because it means that the PFAs, pension fund administrators, can bring can invest in the securities that are issued in the private market, private capital market. So that's great.
All right, but
and then for Oxford.
Yeah, sorry.
And just to speak a bit more about Oxford, okay.
Yeah, just wanted to ask, what informed the decision to, embark on this global partnership with Oxford Foundry?
Okay, thank you. So, I'm sure I'm glad the question wasn't why Oxford, because I would have said why not Oxford. Oxford University. I mean, I think the reputation precedes them, and Oxford Foundry is the entrepreneurship center of Oxford, of the University of Oxford, and the Foundry supports all 24,000 students, alumni, and other members of the Oxford community. It is a center for entrepreneurship where they currently support 32 ventures across their accelerator program. They have generated over 170 jobs. They have raised over 43 million pounds across 28 companies, and those companies are now valued at over 150 million pounds. Oxford Foundry has the requisite skill, the credibility, the backing, the reputation, everything that we need for a successful collaboration in this market. Why a global partnership? We believe that to bring the requisite knowledge, skill, and expertise required to give this Nigerian young business leaders the opportunity to excel, we need to leverage on a partner that has done this several times over, a partner that is credible, a partner that has the right network. So Oxford Foundry will pretty much be bringing its network of UK investors to Nigeria for these young entrepreneurs. So it's a great opportunity to transfer knowledge, to create, to have shared business practices, to give them the mentorship, the coaching, and everything that they need to enable them develop and grow, their startup businesses. And that is really why we went for Oxford University. It is definitely, this collaboration is one that emphasizes on, supporting supporting high growth businesses. And we expect that it would create significant amount of sustainable incremental jobs in Nigeria. So this is something that is big for FMDQ, because one thing that FMDQ promotes with its stakeholders is prosperity for Nigeria and for Nigerians. And what better way to bring in the startups to begin to develop there, because they are the future of the economy. So that is what this partnership is set up to do, pretty much.
So,
working with Oxford, who has the...
You also have bespoke programs under this partnership. Tell us about that.
Okay, there are three bespoke programs, and the first is Upskill. And Upskill program is to bring these young startups and equip them with what they need to set up their business in a structured manner, because the aim of this is to enable them raise capital. So that's the first thing, Upskill, which is like just giving them the requisite knowledge, support, mentorship that they require to develop their businesses. And the second is to grow, which again works with these young entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, to give them support in terms of services that they would require, to give them the knowledge that they would require to set up structures in place, make sure that they are attractive to investors. And the third is the Accelerate program, which is where the investors come in and then have a look at these young businesses that have now been equipped, have now been given the requisite knowledge and information that, that you need to grow and set up structured businesses. And that third phase is where the investors would then come in and look at how to invest in these companies to support their growth and development. So that's the three-pronged phase of this program over 1 year.
All right. So you did talk about, qualified persons, but who will benefit from this partnership and how can they participate?
Okay, who will benefit? All young startups in Nigeria, young businesses in Nigeria have the opportunity to benefit from this, to be thrown open to all startups. We want to help as many startups as we can within the 1 year program that we're running. And so sometime in the next quarter, by Q4, in about October and November, we will throw open the qualifying criteria and the opportunity for these young investors to put in their applications, and then we'll go through that whole process. But right now, it's something that it's open to young businesses in Nigeria to build future business leaders for Nigeria. So for all the young businesses, for startups, for those who are looking to build, we look out for for the application process when it opens towards the end of the year. You can look on our website, fmdqgroup.com. You can also look on the Oxford Foundry website and our social media platforms at fmdqgroup.com, FMDQ Group across all the various platforms. But this is something that we intend to reach to reach a wide range of Nigerian young businesses. And after this 1 year program, FMDQ is also working on a sustainable program to continue this, and this is called the SCALE program, which is a startup accelerator program, which will just sort of continue this process. So it doesn't stop after this 1 year partnership. This is a program that is here to stay for FMDQ private market to reach young businesses in Nigeria and help them grow and succeed towards building, a stronger capital market for Nigeria, and even ultimately a stronger and better economy for Nigeria.
All right, so it's good to know that you said it's going to be a sustainable thing, but one would wonder, how do you intend to reach this wider spectrum of the youth? Do you have means of reaching them? Are you taking it to the rural areas? Are you doing social media? How are you reaching them, and how can they reach to you? Is it just your website, or they have to wait till the November, or what are the avenue available?
Once we're ready to roll out this program, or once we're ready for the applications to open, because the program is already rolling out as we speak, we would have advertisements. We would have, like you said, social media campaigns. We would put in all the platforms available, and we will come to you. Hopefully you'll help us, give us a voice to also tell Nigerians more about this when it is time. But we would use all the available avenues to make sure that we can reach as many people as possible for this first phase. And when the announcement comes, no, they don't have to wait for our website. We would also reach out with this advertisement, but we'll put it on our website so that anyone can reach it at every time. So all channels available will be used to make sure that we can reach as many people as possible to make this program reach.
All right, and you're not just in Lagos, I believe, because Lagos is...
No, this is not just a Lagos program,
yeah.
no. This is Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Ugoji, for joining us this morning and for telling us about the partnership you have with Oxford University and empowering the youth in Nigeria and startups in Nigeria. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for having me. You too. Bye-bye.